Hey YouTube, I've had my North American darters for a little over 3 months now. I'm going to tell you how I care for them and show you how they're doing. Stay tuned. My name is Jake and this is Raccoon Creek Aquatics, where we cover aquarium topics in general and planted tanks in particular. I have a lot of fun and informative aquarium related topics planned, so if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. And also click that notification bell so you don't miss any of it. When I first set up this tank and added fish, I didn't originally plan on adding plants, but I eventually gave in. I eventually added Coontaik Val Americana. I recently trimmed out a ton of the Coontaik. The substrate is inert gravel, so I used root tabs for the root feeding valve. Filtration is a Sun canister filter, which I am impressed with. This is a very reliable canister filter for the price. For lighting on this tank, I use a Current USA Planted Pro LED light. This is a North American planted native stream tank, stocked with rainbow shiners, rainbow darters, and a green-sided darter. But today we're focusing on the darters. These are a really cool species of fish. Let me know with a comment down below if you have ever kept a North American native tank. If so, what species have you kept? Darters are small, perch-like fish that are found in streams throughout North America. I chose the rainbow and green-sided darters because these are fish that can be found in streams in the area where I live. These fish have long, slender bodies and can get to about 3 inches long. They spend their time at the bottom of the tank, scurrying, climbing, and looking around. There are times when I find my green-sided darter climbing up the background of the tank. I think these fish are unique because they actually turn their heads to look around. They are always aware of my presence when I'm near the tank. Because these fish are native to North America, they prefer cooler water. I try to keep my water temps in this tank around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I would say darters are not for beginners in the hobby, mostly because they can be finicky eaters. When I first got these fish, they would only eat live snails. I knew I needed to get these fish on a more sustainable diet. So soon after I got them, I began introducing them to new food. My choice was frozen bloodworms. When I first began introducing bloodworms to the tank, the darters had no interest in them. But after a few weeks, they began to accept them. I did this by slowly adding bloodworms to the tank at the same time I added the feeder snails. Since they recognize the snails as food, adding the bloodworms at the same time helped them learn to eat the bloodworms. Over time, I slowly began adding fewer and fewer snails and more bloodworms until I eventually stopped adding snails altogether. I'm currently working towards getting them to accept a high quality dry food, but no success yet. Despite being finicky eaters, these fish are well worth the effort. The green-sided darter is a green tint with awesome markings on its sides. And the rainbow darter has great markings with a combination of beautiful colors such as blues, oranges, reds, greens, and grays. Their cool appearance, along with their entertaining and unique behavior, make them well worth the effort and care they require. If you would like to keep green-sided darters or rainbow darters, just keep the following in mind. These fish need cooler water temperatures to thrive. I'd say keep them from the upper 60s to the lower 70s. I would say minimum tank size for these fish are at least 20 gallons. Water quality for these fish is vital for success. Weekly water changes are a must. Keep in mind, these fish are finicky eaters, so don't get them if you're unable to accommodate their needs. North American darters are a fish that's very interesting and fun to keep. I'll see you next time.